Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, here to share with you the latest, Green with Envy. I know it sounds kind of silly, doesn't it? But I was just filming our wedding video from the Wedding Inspirations. It's all on green flowers, and I had so much fun. And it made me think about when I first started as a florist, and our only choices for green was foliages, or maybe green carnations that had been dyed for St. Patrick's Day. And in St. Patrick's Day we'd get bells of Ireland, but that was it. Today, the flowers, Green with Envy, they have so many different flowers available. We've got green roses, green carnations, we've got kermits, we've got green spiders, we've got hypericum. Don't you just love the berries? Oh, I love them, love them, love them. And then trachelium, the super green, fabulous. So I thought, I've got to share a hand tie with you just using some of these fabulous flowers, mixing and matching. To begin, I'm going to take a few of my kermits and place them together, and then I'm going to build with a little bit of everything to create Green with Envy. To prepare my materials, I've gone through and removed all the foliage. Anything that could be in the way has been removed. Leaves coming off. The anemone doesn't have any foliage. That's just going to be perfect. But carnations, I want to make sure that I've stripped down, removed their leaves. The roses, same thing. I don't want any thorns, and I don't want any foliage. I just want the beautiful bloom. So everything's prepared. I can then take my kermits and add a little bit into my hands. Maybe a little bit of the ruscus. Maybe a stem of the hypericum. Just kind of nestling it all together, creating a base, and from here, I'll build out my bouquet. Once you have your base set, you just feed things in at an angle. The head one direction, stem coming out the other side, and then turn and add more material with the heads and the stems always going the same direction. You don't want to turn around and start going this way. Keep it consistent, and then you'll have beauty. Now you can do more than one at a time if you'd like, a carnation and some of the trachelium, maybe a leaf, maybe another carnation, turning, maybe a few more of the kermits, and then I've got some space in here, so maybe bringing in one of the roses, or even two of the roses. You can group them, turning it, a little bit of the Queen Anne's lace. Don't want to cover up my anemones though, so kind of going in between and then turning it. Feeding it into my hands and turning. Paying attention that I keep it symmetrical all the way around. Don't want it to end up stuck so that it's lopsided in one spot and I go, oh, how did I get there? I have to stop and go back. It's always a little bit frustrating. Don't you love the little buds from the Queen Anne's lace? So feminine and lacy. Maybe add the spider over here on the side. It's got room to bloom. And then stopping a moment and looking to see where I need to add things on the perimeter to finish out the perfect symmetrical circle. Do you see the same holes I see? I feel like I need something right over here to fill in this spot. And I feel like right here is a little bit bare as well. So I'm going to start by turning so that I can reach over here and add in a rose. And then turning again so that I can get around to that other spot that was a little bare. And I'll add in a kermit, maybe another Queen Anne's lace, and maybe a rose too. Filling it in, getting it to look symmetrical, and then once again double checking that everything fills in nicely and gives me a nice round form. You saw as I was finishing off my round, I still have a gap over here. Does that happen to you? It can be so frustrating. What happened is my carnation got poked down inside, so I can just reach in, pull him back out, Now it fills in a little better there. Could even add one more. I had an anemone left over, and now I've got a much better form. Then to finish it off, I'm going to add some contrast by sticking in a little bit of lily grass. It'll soften things and distract from the roundness. Just adding a little bit of variation all of a sudden makes it so much more interesting. Small amount of dynamic movement equals a big amount of pizzazz. Tucking some back in, and then just tying it all together with a bit of raffia, holding it snugly, and then wrapping above my hand 3 times around, and then setting it down to knot it so that it'll be secure. Now I just need to cut my stems down so that they'll fit into my vase. Cut them all short. Scoot them out of the way so it looks a little prettier. And then squeezing the stems together so that they just slide right down into the vessel, dropping it in and enjoying. With so many fabulous green flowers available to us, there's absolutely no reason to be green with envy. Now all I need is a few more of the green diamante pins to add and enhance, add a little bit of green sparkle. Don't you love it? We have so many great green things, all to use in the floral world. For more creative inspiration, check out our website, flowerschool.com. If you have questions, if you want to know what I was thinking or what I was doing or just where I got that, don't hesitate to call us at 800-819-8089. If it's easier, use my personal email. It's Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. And if you love green flowers as much as I do, definitely check out the Green Floral Wedding in our Wedding Inspiration series. You will just die. It's so fabulous with all the green flowers. For now, have fun. See you next time. And do something you love.